Well, hello and welcome to this, hopefully first of many little update videos I plan to make. Perhaps like once a week or so, or whenever it's like something actually interesting happens. I want to make one of these now that I'm actually doing some actual work in game design now, and talk a little bit about some of the projects I am working on. I have recently this week started working at Razor Edge Games as a modular level designer. I'm looking forward to being able to do that. It should be really interesting. The people I have met so far seem very nice and friendly. It's also nice that two of the three other people in my group for this final project in college also work there in the same not same field, but like the same branch. They're also level designers. So it's nice that we can keep on working with people I already know. The other people who I've met there have seemed very interesting and friendly. Looking forward to be able to do some more stuff with that. Uh, Also, I want to say like with that, I did want to go ahead and get this out because they wanted us to all like mention this. Razor Edge Games is looking for some like musician people or bands if they want to get their music in the game. Looking for a deal with that. I'll post a link in the description if anybody is interested in doing that. Uh, I guess also, well, I might as well go and explain the game I'm working on. The game I'm working on is called, let me see if I pronounce it correctly, Apocalypse. It's the Apocalypse with an E. Uh, it's a port of a tabletop game over into like I guess making a video game out of it. It looks pretty interesting. The setting, I feel like the biggest thing reminds me of is Fallout, but I feel like Fallout also makes me think of other things. It makes me think like a cross between Fallout and Defiance, that type of thing, which should be pretty interesting. I recommend checking out. Let's have a Kickstarter sometime. So I think they said like, well, yeah, it was just sometime soon. Uh, Let's see what else. Oh, I'm also soon should be starting work on a personal project of mine. It's a game I think that should be pretty interesting. It's kind of a twist combination of a couple other genres that I believe should be well received. It should be pretty interesting. Uh, I'm working on making like a proof of concept with it because one of the final versions I want to do with it have a lots of randomization and stuff like that. So that's gonna take a little. That's gonna be a little bit harder to make. Or start off doing that. So I'm gonna make I guess like a light version of the game to kind of prove that this is an interesting concept. Uh, so hopefully I'll have more updates on that. I haven't fully started work with any of the coding stuff yet because I've been working getting this new job and doing stuff with that and the final project for college taking up lots of time. But I hope to get that out soon. Because that looks like that should be. I'm looking forward to making that. Is basically what it is. Let's see other things. I'm in my final month of college now. We are at the home stretch of our project. We're at the stage where we're just supposed to do some like balancing. We're working with some art people now, so we can get some art assets that we can put in our game. So we have like unique art assets in our game, which will be nice. Right now, our game. If anybody watched the audio pitch. It's just capsules and squares and stuff. Not that artistic yet. So it'd be nice to actually have that because I think that'll make our game look a whole lot more complete. Then we also need to work on adding in some music and audio. We didn't get any, at this point at least, didn't get any audio people for our group, so we had to do all the audio stuff ourselves, which I kind of wish we could have got some people who specialized in audio, and I had to get it ourselves, but the stuff we're going to get ourselves is going to be like the royalty-free stuff, probably Kevin MacLeod, so stuff you have heard before in other games. Although granted, this is a student project and not like a paid release project, so I don't think that is as bad to use the royalty-free assets. Cause there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I think hearing songs that you've heard before and other things is kind of I don't know. It takes away I guess from the uniqueness because it makes you think of that other thing you've heard it in. Let's see. But we're coming along nicely with that. I think our game is pretty good. interesting puzzle game. I'm still impressed because it is not a game I would normally have thought to make, and it's not really one I envision myself making as a game designer that much. But I think that would be a really nice portfolio piece, nice little showpiece. Should be interesting. And let's see. I guess finally, I guess this was like the last little announcement thing. Uh, well, you probably have noticed some game footage being played behind this because I want to put in some video. Might as well just throw in a video game. It will be from EDF. Let me actually look up the whole title of it. It has a long title. Earth Defense Force 4.0: The Shadow of New Despair. Really long title. But it's like a remake, I think, for the PC of one of the other games, and threw in a bunch of new stuff. It's pretty cool. I've been playing that a lot with Yeti and Jason. I might stream it sometime soon. We've been playing it like a whole lot. It's been intense, but it has been a whole lot of fun. It the game is the game was made to have fun. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, and it is awesome for it. But yeah, we've been playing that a lot. I might make a video or two of it, or might try streaming it. They may do something with it. Who knows? But just letting you know, that's one thing I've been doing a lot. So I think I might want to make it something productive out of it with the amount I've been playing of it. Uh, and also, I want to let you know that is the footage in the background. Still not sure exactly which mission I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do one of the really cool cinematic looking missions because it one looks awesome. But yeah, that's basically it. I think that's it for all my announcements, really. Like I said, if you are a band person, which I don't know if I have any people who are in bands following my channel at all, but if you all know somebody who has some music that might want to get out, Razor Edge Games is looking for people or musicians to put into their game. If anybody is interested in that, go ahead and apply. I think the audition deadline is April the 30th, so you have a decent amount of time for it, and that's a nice little union thing for a small band to be able to get into a game. Also works out nicely for the game too. So that's basically it. Also, I'm looking at the Twitter announcement for that, and I like how one of the instrument it shows is a banjo. So I guess if you play the banjo, you can get in this game as well. So any banjo players out there, we're looking for you, I guess. In the future, the banjo will rule supreme. So yeah, that's basically it. I will link in the description to one of the announcements for that. Uh, but yeah, that's basically it. So thank you for tuning in to this little video announcement update. Thank you for actually listening to it. I am really surprised that somebody would care to listen to this. And I hopefully might come out with one next week. I want to do like a weekly update, but it might not be enough stuff to do weekly. So it might be like bi-weekly, once a month, whenever something interesting happens. But stay on the lookout for that if you are interested. And thank you for watching once again. This is Mator Gripply signing off. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.